Hello, this is Kirk with California Honeybee Rescue, and I'm going to demonstrate how to make a bee vac out of 5-gallon buckets. First, we take two 5-gallon buckets and put them inside of each other and line them up so we can drill a 3-inch hole through both buckets at the same time. And then, so we have an extra bee bucket, we do it to a second bucket. Next, we're going to apply a screen over the outer bucket on the outside. To do this, we're going to attach it with a couple of screws and some epoxy. Our next step is going to be to cut the center out of two 5-gallon lids. Again, we're going to take screen and cover the hole with some screws and some epoxy. Installing the screens on the buckets, we need to remember to first sand the, if I can find the sand, the inside of this bucket, the plastic, so the epoxy has a better chance of adhering. I like to apply a generous amount of epoxy to the inside. Install the screen, push it down in the center to avoid getting epoxy on my fingers, and then using my cordless drill, I take a couple of screws and screw it down so the screen is held tight against the bucket. As you can see demonstrated here on the outer bucket, the screen is on the outside and epoxied, screwed off to be held in place till the epoxy cures. Then I will remove the screws. Here's one with the inner done. And both lids have been epoxied and screwed off. Now for the power head, when I looked at both models, the one from Home Depot and the one from Lowe's, I thought that the Bucket Max from Lowe's has scrap tape on there, was much better design. The inlet was a full 2-inch pipe, whereas the Bucket Boss was 1 1/4 inches, and that makes a huge deal on velocity of air in the pipe. I took my 2-inch hole saw and cleaned out a turn pipe that was about 90 degrees right here. It was a little bit sharp. And then now, if this was on the vacuum, the bees would, slam into the bottom. I got a piece of 2-inch ABS pipe, a long curve instead of the short one, and I angle it to come into the bucket away from where the suction device is, so the bees have a chance to swirl in the bucket before they hit the bottom.